Hello, and welcome to another Rangaroo cast, me Rangaroo, and today we are doing a 1v1 and once again a nuclear winter is coming, and a nuclear winter has been coming for an awful long time now, but it still hasn't bloody arrived. So anyway, on the left hand side, in blue, playing as blue for we got Rudmere, and on the right hand side in red, playing as red for we got TYs117, the Master Chief. So as usual, if I can zoom out properly, that's good enough. Let's get things going. So this is actually a blue on blue, I just realised, yeah, to just make things rather interesting. Does seem like Mr. Tis is playing a Canadian deck, just full on Canuck, eh? While Mr. Rudmere is playing, is that mixed? It seems like he's playing, yeah, what's it called? Scandinavian. And we get things going. And now, really the important sectors are Alpha and Charlie O. Hotel. Actually, Hotel and Foxtrot got buffed to +2 in the patch. I have forgot now. So really, both these sectors up here and down bottom are very important to get. If you focus on Delta on this map, I don't say that's your best course of action. The top and bottom flanks are always the most valuable sectors to have control of and to contest over. Got an F-18 Hornet just patrolling around. And Tis is sending most of his forces to Delta. Same with Rudmere. And now we got Canadian Rifles versus a bunch of Shreeders Infantry, Phantom Shakers. I just think the Canadian guys are going to outnumber them quite a bit. Got Pathfinders and Highlanders as well. And it's pretty much going to be a battle over Delta. I know Tis, he really could have made it into Alpha, but now we have Rudmere bringing in some stuff into Alpha now. Finally, he's moving up. Control of his town on Alpha, he's good to go, and that also helps you in Delta. You got Leopard C2 back here as well. The other Canadian Rifles, they're just going to get swamped by the reinforcements. The Scandinavian Infantry are just slightly better. Once again, the machine gun free coming into play. Now we got FSKs here versus Canadian Infantry. FSKs are also going to eat these guys up. I mean, it's a very ballsy move playing a Canadian deck. I mean, NORAD is a rather good choice, because Canada and America put together is actually a rather nice combination. But Canada by yourself, you do have quite a few downfalls. You have gaps in your deck that you can't really fill. And really, Mr. Rudmere just has a very good control over the map right now. He has stuff in Alpha, stuff in Delta, quite a bit of stuff in Foxtrot and in the middle as well. Well, all around here it's rather barren on Tis's side. Or Tus, however you want to say it. Well, thank you, Ash. Yeah, got a lot of reinforcements from Rude. More infantry and STRVs. Even a freedom fighter being brought out, going to be trying to drop some bombs on the infantry on Alpha. And not exactly the most accurate of hits. Kind of landed a little bit outside the town. Even got some illustrated groupies. I can't see that properly. Never see these guys all. Pretty much just cold stab infantry with rocket launchers. Oh, recoilless rifle to be more precise. Another freedom fighter strike. Dropping in freedom on the NM135. Not exactly the best target, I'd have to say. Now, Grizzly CP being brought up into Charlie, and even though Tis is losing in terms of ground, getting the CV into Charlie would be rather important now, because they give him a very nice +2. And Rudmere getting up his own CV into Alpha, while also moving through Delta. There's only two Canadian rifle squads here. Should be rather easy to deal with. And that's a very nice +2 point advantage. Until the SCLV comes in, up that is. Fighting Falcon, dropping in bombs. It's going to blow these guys up from a safe distance. Bada bing, bada boom. And yeah, if Rud could get himself into the top of Delta and into his forest, this is a really good point to double attack into Charlie. Or heck, you could even move into Go from here. I mean, even, like, okay, Delta is a rather, I wouldn't say it's the best point to go straight for in the early match, but if you do have it under control, it is pretty much the heart of the map. It does allow you to attack pretty much all the sectors rather easily, because all the sectors are very close to it. But once again, I do stress, to always go for the flanks on this map in a 1v1. Super bloody important. And they've got F-18 Hornets, just flying around, keeping the skies clear. And these Canadian airbornes really flanking around the left-hand side. Can try and get into Bravo, it seems. Points are rather tight. Got freedom fighters dropping in some freedom, Canadian style, on that tank. Not almost killing it. Really liking those freedom fighters though. An electric Voodoo. He has pretty good bloody air superiority right now. His F-18s definitely helping keep the skies clear, because if it was F-16s from Rudmere gets brought up, it's just going to get intercepted. And 1v1s, having interceptor planes, I'd have to say it's a lot more useful than having AA if you can micromanage them. Because you do have to constantly keep bringing them out, and when a plane comes, you do have to micromanage them a bit to make sure they attack in the perfect area. Got a NASAMS being brought up, a very good choice. And these Canadian airbornes just hanging out on the left hand side. F-18's being brought up once again, and Rud getting a very nice little +1 point advantage. Now we got a lot of infantry being brought up from TUS. Seems like I'm trying to do a big assault into Alpha, and attacking from here won't actually be too deadly. There's not really many tanks to stop anything from getting into the forest. Just once you get into the forest or too close, is when the rocket launchers, the machine guns of these governments will prove to be quite fatal. But just when he has some fire support, he should be rather fine. The F-18s once again keeping the sky clear. I just want to say, the skybox in this map is bloody gorgeous. I really do like the skybox in this map. It's one of my favourites. Now we've got Bisons doing some suppressive fire onto the SCRV. Though you might want to think about smoking into Alpha before he does his push. Use those mortars to great effect. Got some reinforcements into Delta. F-16 blocks trying to get through. Got an F-18 Hornet, gun it into intercept. Managing to get the kill. The interceptor doing its duty, but it's going to get shot down by the NASAMS. Flying way too close behind enemy lines. Got an electric Voodoo trying to spot the NASAMS, but it does run out of ammunition, so you won't be able to shoot it. And the Voodoo does manage to evac safely. Pretty decent seed plane. It's no F5A puff, but it still can get the job done. And here we go. Canadian per se, Canadian riflemen, Canadian airborne, and Canadian everything. Just going to be flipping, moving into his Alpha Forest here. Got mortars landing on him. He's kind of in a great spot. And this is just a very good amount of infantry. Unless they get bombed, there goes half of him. Oh god, oh the humanity. And these 4 Jaegers going to be coming in, stopping these Canadian airborne. Canadian airborne, I'm just going to stun them up. And here comes another F-16 fighting Falcon. And is the F-18 up? No, it's not, so they're not going to be able to really intercept him. It's not going to really too much in terms of AA here. Just a Centurion marksman. And there goes out big ass Canadian infantry push. All because he didn't have air superiority, because one of his F-18s got shot down, and maybe the second Rudder's Rally. I didn't exactly keep count. And you've got Canadian infantry just moving into Delta. F-16 fighting Falcon. Yeah, this is going to right about as well. It is really quite insane because Canada, your AA choices aren't horrible. The Centurion Marksman is a pretty good AA piece. Rather cheap and they can survive some tank shots. And ADATCH is, we all know how bloody good the ADATCH is. But in terms of cheap, cost-effective anti-plane AA, you don't exactly get that. You get very good anti-helicopter options, but you really do have to be pumping out those ADATs for plane defense. But they are rather expensive at 110 points each. That's almost enough to get a Patriot. And we all know what a Patriot can do. They can snipe a plane halfway across the map and still have a pretty good hit chance. Yeah, this person's out, it's just not going to work. He just doesn't have enough infantry. And it's just a lot of guys here from Rud. He's going to easily hold on to that point. And this is going to be a little bit of a shorter match. There's that F-18. The one that didn't get shot down. Flying around, keeping the sky safe. Yo, NASAM's just going to be rearmed. So if he does turn off, or turn on, never mind. F-18 does evac. Voodoo coming in, but NASAM's AA is off. Fighting Falcon, he's going to be dropping in bombs, good air support right here, doing a bit of damage to the Rifleman. An airborne in Alpha, that's not exactly going to go too well. And yeah, it's pretty much going to be a GG to Rud, taking the victory. And oh, that's the end of replay. Right, who wins, Jen? Who wins? Because this should really just go to a victory point screen, because it's a 1v1. Okay, we're just going to say at Rud run. That's a no-brainer pretty much. But yeah, that was a pretty good game from both sides. I mean, TYs really just came in here already shooting himself in the foot by playing a Canadian deck. Yo, I do like seeing people playing uncommon decks to just make watching replays a bit more fun. But yeah, Rud really just had it. He ran to Foxtrot. He managed to suppress down in Delta. And even though he did take his time getting to Alpha, TYs also took his time attacking Alpha. So that gave Rud enough time to get the reinforcements from Bravo and really get onto the point. But yeah, I think probably for TYs, getting into Delta early on wasn't exactly the best idea. Never really rush for Delta in a 1v1. Always go for the side, as I've said multiple times in the replay. And if he really sent his infantry forces and maybe a few tanks into Alpha right at the start of the game, just booked him down this road, not hesitate here, and just get him into his town, get a few guys in this forest and some tanks in the top parts and in the forest along here, he could have easily held on to his point, capped it, neutralized it, and very good point advantage. You know, he also was playing as Canada. His AA, he could have done a little bit more of that, because those F-16s did a really good job just shutting down those infantry pushes. But for some feeling, I think he's playing a mechanized deck. Just some weird... No, he's not. He's just playing standard because he has Bisons, which are real transports. Are they? No, yes they are. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now. A little bit of an interesting match. You know, don't really see Canada all too much anymore. And a little bit shorter, but hey, what are you going to do about it? I'm going to shut up and end this off. This has been another Rangaroo cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.